Hi, it's Sabrina. Join me with a lineup of incredible experts as we inspire you.
It's you transcending
to redesign your life. I love this, one small change at a time. This is the Sabrina Soto Show. Come on in.
Hi.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited. I wanted you to come by today because today's intention is to have fun with self-care, and nothing is more fun to cook and eat than pancakes. I love pancakes. I know this is a little bit different. It's a gluten-free pancake that we're making in the blender. How did you even come up with this recipe?
Well, I mean, I think that nutrition and fun are not mutually exclusive. And so for me, like I grew up loving buckwheat pancakes, and the best versions of them are actually like yeasted. So I wanted to kind of mimic that flavor with some of that yeasty sourness by using yogurt. And I wanted to be able to kind of throw stuff in a blender and blend it and go. These are also awesome if you have kids. You make too many and then freeze them, throw them in a toaster oven, and you've got instant breakfast.
So this whole show is about inspiring people to make small changes, and I know that's what your cookbook's about too.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, I think that the way we think about food is so complex, and it's so tied together with, you know, pain, pleasure. People get so overwhelmed thinking about what they're supposed to eat, and it's such a complicated thing. And I'm a big believer that trying matters and that better is enough. And I think that making small changes that you can stick to really does matter in the long-term scheme of things.
It's like that I'll start Monday, right? Yeah. Thinking that it just never really makes change long-term.
Yeah.
Because you can't like completely overhaul your life in one day. So how do we make these?
These are so easy. They're literally blender pancakes.
Okay,
I'm
go.
gonna take this blender. We're literally just gonna dump all these ingredients in. So we've got some plain full-fat yogurt, because those fats are actually good for us. We got 2 eggs. I'm telling you, this is so easy. And then here we've got buckwheat flour, and it's a really delicious kind of nutty ingredient that is super high in fiber, as are oats. And I think that so often people are so focused on like weight loss and like muscle gain, but not on like how the system is working. So I always say to my wife, I'm attracted to a nutrient-dense woman. And so what I really want to do—
That's what we all want to hear.
And fiber, it turns out, is one of the biggest factors in things that keep you alive. It reduces what they call all-cause mortality by like staggering amounts. So things that kill you reduce if you eat more fiber.
Fiber first.
And salt is good too. We got baking powder and baking soda. We got both.
What's the difference?
Powder puffs and soda spreads.
Powder puffs and soda spreads.
I've forgotten that every time I've ever tried to remember it until right now. And then, so just to add a little bit of sweetness, we're gonna add a little bit of honey in here as well.
Can you do agave?
Yeah, sure, you can use sugar too if you want to. We'll do a little splash of vanilla extract. So just a little tiny grate of lemon zest, and then we're also gonna put just a little tiny squeeze of lemon juice in there. I always feel like you always cut it down the middle, but whenever like you go to a fancy restaurant, they cut it down the side like that. It always looks pretty. So and if you only need a little bit, you don't really get any of the seeds in there. So just a little squeeze, and that's it.
That's it.
Now we're gonna blend it.
Okay. Okay, talk to me about this.
Yeah, so this is the Don't Panic Pantry Cookbook. I wanted to make comfort food that happens to be pretty good for you. Kind of help you approach food in a way that is approachable and sustainable. But you know, again, it's like about trying to get better and trying to work on little things to do. And
it's about small steps.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like there's so much pressure because we have to eat, right?
Yes.
And with social media, people are posting like, you have to eat this, no, you have to eat this, don't eat that. And I like that your cookbook is about just being more relaxed about it.
Primary goal across the board is for you to be able to make food that you're willing to eat. A lot of things with this book too is I believe in setting up your pantry so that cooking for yourself is the easier, faster, cheaper, more nutritious, and better tasting version of it. Like, how many times have you like scrolled through, you know, a delivery app and you spend $40 on like sweaty spaghetti that's not good for you, doesn't taste good, cost a bunch of money, and took forever. And if you have like a can of tomatoes and like some pasta, you can have it in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, should we make some pancakes?
Let's do it.
So you can use like a little scoop and ladle it, but you can also, if you want to just
put it right out of the blender,
just pour it right in.
Do you add the blueberries into the batter or do you top them?
It's really like a personal preference. So if you're gonna do it, I would add it like around this time if you want some blueberries in some of them. It's really totally your call. We'll do a little blueberry dollop in that guy. One of the things too that's important when making pancakes is like, you always end up like getting better at it as it goes along.
The first pancake is always the worst one.
That's right.
Yeah. Ooh. That is a good one.
All right.
That looks
see
good.
how this is looking here. Look at that nice little latticey end over there. That's like the one that Dad eats is always the one that is the ugliest
Or
one.
me, sometimes. I eat the burnt toast. Okay.
Blender batter yogurt pancakes. All we had to do was blend it and throw it on a grill. Here, you have this one
I'll
because it's
let
warmer.
you dress it. Like, or can I just put,
I think that you're qualified to dress your own pancake. Flaky salt and syrup is like kind of my
Okay.
classic combo.
Never have I ever.
Little flaky salt on the pancake is a nice thing.
Okay, do you want a fork?
I don't care.
Okay.
Gluten-free blueberry tacos on the show today, guys.
Noah,
Nutritious way to have breakfast.
this is really good. First of all, I've never put salt on a pancake before, so that's a first, and I love salty and sweet. But the buckwheat, like the hardiness of the buckwheat and then like the freshness of the blueberries on top with a little bit of the sweet, it's good.
I'm so glad. And you can like feel really good about your kids eating a bunch of these and yourself eating them.
Thank you so much for making these. Can you make some more pancakes?
Absolutely.